Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sunny Savita, and I'm back with another exciting and important video. So, guys, in this particular video, we are going to complete the remaining part from the previous video. In the previous video, I explained you how to code the LangGraph from scratch, and I explained you the graph class from the LangGraph module. If you haven't checked with that particular video, please go and check. That video is very much important to build your basics, and in this particular video, guys, we are going to implement a few more graph, few more architecture and all. So let me show you what all architecture basically I'm going to create, and then basically we'll come to the coding part. So here is a complete syllabus, guys. This one, as you can see, I kept the complete syllabus and notes over here, so that you will get a good start if you are going to start your LangGraph journey, if you want to understand the LangGraph. Okay. And guys, where you will get this entire material, so you will get this entire material inside this repository. So please visit to my GitHub repository. This is the username Sunny Savita 10. Okay, and here you will get this particular repository. You can easily download all the material from here itself. Now guys, the same repository, see, I created two repository with respect to this LangGraph course. So this is the first repository, which is sync up with the video tutorial. Okay, and this is the GitHub repository where you will find out all the upcoming classes material as well. Okay, now you can take both repository and you can keep it with you. Now guys, so if you will go and check with my YouTube channel, so here go just go and check with the video section. Inside the video section, I uploaded 7 video related to this LangGraph course, and this is the 8th video. Okay, and it will be a continue part of this particular video. Okay, now what all architecture we have implemented inside the previous basically class. So here guys, let me switch off my camera. See here, guys, I implemented this three architecture, the first three architecture. Okay, this one and this one. Now in this particular video, guys, what we'll do, we'll try to append the RAG inside the workflow. So we are going to create our LangGraph workflow, and we'll try to keep the RAG over there, right? Now, so inside the next workflow, guys, I will be creating this complex architecture, and this architecture I will be creating using the state graph, and I will explain you the concept of the I will explain the concept of the conditional ages also. Okay, so this is my agenda for this particular video. Now let's begin. Let's start. So first of all, let me show you the code from the previous class. This is the code, guys. Here I kept the code inside my VS Code, and this file is available inside the GitHub. Okay, so if you are finding out this file, you can easily get it from the GitHub. Now, what I have to do, guys, I have to append the RAG. I have to append the RAG inside my workflow. Okay, inside the LangGraph workflow. So the code is going to be start from here. So here I written a simple question: can we integrate a RAG pipeline inside this workflow? Yes, we can do it. So first of all, let me explain you about the RAG. Here I kept the architecture of the RAG. Okay, this one. And if you have seen my YouTube channel, then you must be like aware about it, that I have like so many video with respect to this RAG and all, like multimodal RAG, advanced RAG, every sort of a video which you are finding out with respect to RAG, you will get it on my YouTube channel. So please go and check over there. Now, what is the RAG, guys? So RAG is very simple. So here I have a data. See, I have a data, and this data actually I'm going to convert into the chunks. Okay, then here I'm going to create an embedding of it out of it, and then keeping inside the database. Now, wherever my user is asking a question, so first my query will come over here. Okay, after converting into the embedding and all, and will perform the semantic search over here, right? Semantic search or similarity search, and then I will perform the retrieval. So I will be getting the retrieve answer. If I want to perform like one more level of filter, I can do it. This is called the re-ranking. I already explained the re-ranking concept, and then we are passing the data to my LLM. What all data? We are passing the query, we are passing the prompt, we are passing the context. Okay, so here guys, let me switch off my camera and let me show you the complete architecture. See, this is the complete architecture. I hope it is visible to all of you. You can take a snapshot of it, and you can like whenever any rag will come to you, okay, you can take a reference of this particular architecture. Now, so let's begin with the coding part. So I kept the code inside my VS Code itself. So here guys, this is my complete code. See, first I'm generating an embedding. Sorry, first I'm loading the embedding model. Here is my LLM. Okay. Then I'm checking whether my LLM is working fine or not. So let me check it out in front of you. I'm executing it, and yes, everything is working fine. How to do this particular setup and all, you can follow my previous session, you will get to know about it. Now, this is my all the import statement. So output parser, chat prompt template, enable pass through, text loader, directly loader, chroma, recursive character text splitter. So this all the import statement basically it is for the RAG. Okay, so here I'm going to here I'm going to implement the RAG architecture. So for that basically this all the import statement is required. Okay, now let me execute it and see what I'm doing. So first I'm loading the data, then I'm going to be converting it to the chunks, then I'm storing inside the database. Okay, after after doing the chunk and all, here is the database, and then finally I'm going to create a retriever on top of it. So this is my retriever. Now whenever I will ask the question, so I'll be getting my relevant answer. Okay, so how many relevant answer, tell me. Here I am mentioning the value k is equal to 3, so I will be getting top 3 relevant answer. How many relevant answer? Top 3 relevant answer from the database. Okay, now guys, see, so over here I kept this particular data inside this data folder. Let me show you the data basically. So the data is this one. Inside the data folder I kept this llama3.txt. Llama 3 is nothing, it's a model from the Meta AI. Meta AI generally provides some good open source model, and Llama 3 is one of them. If you are not able to use the OpenAI model or any other model like which is a paid one, you can go ahead with this open source model which is completely free and useful as well. Okay, now, so this complete text, it is related to the Llama 3 itself, and that a particular text we are going to be stored inside the database. Okay, and we are creating a retriever out of it. And here is what, here I'm asking a question, and based on that it is giving me a relevant document, relevant answer. See, so guys, here I ask the question, what is a Meta Llama 3? And see, it is giving me 3 relevant document, this first, second and third. So this data further I will pass to the LLM, and then based on that I'll be generating my output. Understood? Now let me do one thing, let me create a workflow basically. So here guys, here I'm going to design a very basic workflow where I will keep this RAG. So let me do it guys. Now let me create a graph out of it. So here guys, for creating a graph we require a function, right? So here is what, here's my first function which I'm keeping over here, and this is my now let me keep the second function as well, and here is my second function. Okay, I'm creating a very simple workflow, and here basically I will explain the concept of this agent state as well. Okay, and then in the next implementation inside the next graph I will import the state graph. So here I'm creating a workflow using the simple graph module itself. Okay, graph class itself. Now here is my workflow guys, this is the workflow, and you can easily understand if you have seen my previous video. So I'm creating an object of this graph, then I'm going to be adding the node. So here's my LLM, and then inside the second node, here I'm going to keep the RAG tool. Okay, this is my RAG, see, inside the second function. And then guys, here I'm creating a edge means what, connectivity between this LLM and this RAG tool. So from this particular function one, okay, from this LLM where I'm calling the LLM inside of function one, from here what I'm passing, so here from here basically I'm passing this agent state, and this agent state basically it is containing the message. Okay, it is containing the message, it is containing the user input which I will be passing it over here, and this user, based on this particular user input I'll be generating my output, okay, from the RAG. So here I'm generating two output, one output from the simple LLM, okay, and here I'm generating a second output from the RAG. And just for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to compare as of now, okay, what my LLM is generating and what my this RAG is generating. Okay, this is the like agenda of this main this is the agenda of this particular workflow. Nothing much, but you can tweak the logic according to your requirement, whatever you want to do over here. I'm just showing you the simple one. See, here is the function one. Okay, inside the function one we are getting a response from the LLM, and here I'm going to return the agent state after appending the message and this response. Now inside the second function I'm going to capture the message from this agent state, and the same answer I'm going to generate same answer I'm going to generate through the RAG pipeline. That's it. Okay, now let me create a workflow. So this is my workflow. Now after workflow guys, I have to display this particular graph. So this is the code for displaying the graph. Okay, now after this one guys, what I will do, I will be invoking the graph. So let me keep the question for invoking the graph. So here it is, this one. Now let me execute this thing. So here is my function one, this is my function two. Okay, here is what, here is my graph. Okay, so let me create a graph, and here is the here is the like output of the graph. Okay, output means like it's just a visualization. Main output I will get it over here. Then after this one, what I can do, I can visualize the sorry, I can call the stream also. I can call the stream on top of the graph. So this graph is representing by this app. Okay, this particular variable, see this app 4, and on top of it, what I'm doing, I'm calling this stream. So whatever input I will be passing it over here, based on that is going to be stream. Stream, what it is doing, it is giving me this key and value. Okay, key basically it is containing the node, and value basically corresponding output. Okay, now what I have to do, see, first of all, let me do one thing. Let me explain you this agent state. So agent state is nothing, it's a simple dictionary. So here what I will be passing to this agent state, let me explain you that part. So this agent state basically it's a simple dictionary. Okay, so here see, this is my agent state. I'm just explaining you this particular part. So it's like empty dictionary, and here into this empty dictionary, what I'm doing, I'm passing this like message as a key, and this empty list. Okay, now let me show you how it looks like. So here is the uh, basically here is my agent state. So agent state, what it will do, it will be containing the message, okay, in the form of this list, right? Now what I'm doing here, so let me show you how it will be keeping the messages. So guys, like this, it is going to be keep the message. Okay, so let me show you the agent state now. So here is what, here's my agent state. So see, hi, how are you, this is the message basically which I'm going to append. Now any sort of a message I can append over here inside this particular agent state. If I want to append the response, that also I can do. So let's say if I want to append the next message, so here I'm just going to call the append. Okay, and now if I will execute it, so I will be getting the second message also over here. See, agent state basically is containing the two message now, first and second. So the same thing I'm doing over here. What I'm doing, so I'm passing my dictionary along message, and the message is a key, and the sentence is a like value. So here it will take that particular message, and that message basically is going to be what, it is going to be my that message basically is going to be what, it is going to be my question. Here I written -1. So -1 basically just for the latest message, just for the last message. If I'm passing only single message, so the first message only will be my last message. Okay, but I can append as many as message, and for that only I kept this -1. You can keep the 0 as well, because as of now we are just passing the single message. Okay, but we can keep the entire, we can keep the history of the entire conversation also. Okay, and for getting the latest message, we will be required this -1. Got it? Now here is what, here's my complete prompt. You can read about the prompt. Then I'm invoking the complete prompt. Okay, and I'll be getting the response, and here I'm going to append this response inside this agent state itself, means inside the dictionary. Okay, and finally I'm going to return this agent state. Now from this agent state, okay, this agent state I'm passing to my second function, to my this particular function. So what will happen, this agent state basically it will take the message. Okay, and from this particular message it will take the question. Okay, I don't require the response, I'm just taking a question. As I told you, as of now I'm just going to be compare this both responses from the LLM, and from the simple LLM, and and through the RAG pipeline. Okay, so here I'm taking a question, here I'm creating a template. Okay, this is my complete prompt template and all based on the question. Now here guys, it's my retrieval pipeline. Okay, it's my complete chain for what, for implementing the RAG. So it's my retrieval, here is my prompt, here is my LLM, and finally is my output parser. I hope it is clear to all of you. Now this question as of now it is not required, so let me remove this particular part. uh okay, question is required because guys, see, here is a prompt, and here this question we are passing to this invoke, yeah, on the runtime itself, yeah, it is required, and then we'll be getting the result. Okay, fine. Now let me execute it finally. So this is my workflow. Okay, it is fine. Here I'm going to visualize it. Okay, this is also fine. Now here is my input. Okay, and this particular input I am passing to this stream. Now see what we'll be getting. So here guys, I will be getting my answer. Let's see. So see, output from the LLM. So this is the question, and here is the answer. This one, complete answer. Okay, see this one. This is the output from the LLM, and here is what? Here is the output from the node RAG tool. So see, this is the output from the RAG. Understood, guys? So this answer is the provide context does not mention anything about the Llama 3 model, so I cannot answer. Okay, why it is saying like this? I need to execute it again. This one. Oh, let me check what is happening. Data is here. Just a second, guys. Data is here, llama 3. Okay, let me execute it one more time and let's see. Great, this is fine. Here is giving me into the llama 3. Okay, now here is my function 1. Here is my function 2. Here is my workflow. This is the display. Now here is a message and here is my response. So let's see now. Tell me about llama 3. Yes, it is getting. The provided context does not mention anything about llama 3. Okay, just a second, guys. We have retriever here? Yes, retriever is here. Retriever is here, right? What is a llama 3? Just a second, guys. Let me check and give me a second. Okay, guys. So now it is working fine. What I did, I just restarted this kernel. Maybe previously it was overwriting something and it took some other data inside the database. I checked, and because of that, it was not able to generate the correct answer. Now, if you will look into the database retriever, so it is giving me the relevant document. Here is the relevant document, this one. And see this particular data, we will be passing to the LLM further inside this particular pipeline. And see, when I'm streaming the output from the both nodes, so this is the output from the first node, and I'm passing the message from first node to the next node. So here, see, this is the output from the, this is the output from where? From the RAG. And this output is very much precise. Okay, and it's a good one as well. And see, this is the output from the LLM model itself. Great. So I hope this thing is clear. Now let's move to the next workflow, guys. So this workflow is going to be a little complicated. Here you will learn lots of concept with respect to this LangGraph, and here I will introduce the this like state graph as well. Now, guys, inside this workflow, as you can see, what we are doing. So the workflow is going to be start from here. This is start, basically it will give the input to this particular agent. Now this agent, basically it will give some output. Okay, and now based on that particular output, we're gonna decide whether I have to take a LLM call, means I just have to take a simple LLM call, or I need to go through with the RAG call. Okay, so let's say I passed any sort of a question. Now here I written some sort of a logic. Okay, and here basically I'm calling some LLM and all, and based on that, based on this particular LLM and based on this particular question, I'm going to decide whether I have to go through with a simple simple LLM call, or I need to go through with the RAG call. Okay, and then basically, let's say if I'm going through with a simple LLM call, I will generate the output from the LLM. Let's say if I'm going through with the RAG call, so I will follow the complete RAG pipeline, and then I will give the final output. So this and basically it is representing to the final output. I hope this workflow is clear to all of you. Now let's try to implement it. So here, guys, inside this notebook also I kept the image. First of all, guys, I require the data. So let me take a different data. Previously, I took the different data. Okay. Now here, guys, what I'm doing, I'm going to create my retriever, second retriever, because I already created one retriever. And after this one, just a second. Yeah. So after this one, guys, what I will do, I'll be checking whether it is working fine or not. So I already kept the data inside this data2 folder. Here inside this data2 folder, I kept this Indian economy.txt file. And inside this txt file, you will find out the complete detail of the Indian economy. Not a complete detail, it's like a short detail. Okay, and based on this particular detail, okay, I will ask the question. I will be creating a RAG system. Got it? Now, so here, guys, if you will look into this file, so I'm reading the data from data2. Then I'm going to create a chunks, and here I'm going to like here I'm going to create a chunk and then storing inside the database. Okay, and I'm creating a retriever out of it, and then I'm going to ask the question, and based on that I will be getting a relevant output, and this relevant output further I will send it to the LLM. Okay, now let me do one thing. Let me perform this particular operation. Yes, this is done. So this is also done. And now if I will ask the question, tell me about the Indian industrial economy growth. So it is giving me a answer. So it is telling to me India's industrial growth. Okay, so these two are same, and the third one is a different one. Okay, it is fine, not an issue. Again, we'll call inside the function itself. Okay, now what I have to do. So now, guys, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to create a multiple function. So just focus. Your focus will be required because the thing is going to be a little complicated from the previous one. So first guys, here I required this particular statement. Okay, import statement. Then after this import statement, guys, we required one class. This class is a agent class. Okay, I created this class by myself. It's a custom class. Okay, and here I am passing this message. And along with this message, I written some sort of a syntax. I will let you know what is the syntax. Everything I'm going to explain. Then guys, here I'm going to define one pydentic class. Okay, and here I'm going to create one more custom class, which is a pydentic parser. Okay, I will let you know what is this, and once I will execute the code, everything will be clear in front of you. Got it? So this 3 to 4 thing is there, and I will come to this particular part why basically I written it. Now, so guys, whenever I have to create a node, so node is nothing, it's a function, as you know. So here guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one function. Okay, now this function basically it will decide which further which node I need to call. Okay, so this function one basically what it is telling to us, so it is taking a message, okay, from the state, from the message state, and then here I'm creating a template. Now along with the template guys, I added one more thing, format instruction, and this instruction basically I'm getting from the I'm getting from this parser. Okay, I will come to this part and I will explain you that. Then here I'm creating a chain, and finally I'm getting a response, and here I'm returning this particular topic. Now I'm saying, so you have to analyze the query, and based on that, based on this particular query, you need to say whether it belong to India or it belong to something else. Getting my point? And based on this particular thing, it's going is based on this particular keyword, it's going to take a further decision. Understood? Now let me do one thing. Let me create one more function over here. So my next function is going to be route. Okay. Now this particular function, this route function, so just a second, this particular function, what it will do, it will take a keyword and it will decide which route I have to take. Okay, so if is inside the message, if we have a India, so it will do the RAG call, and if we don't have India inside the message, okay, then it will simply go with the LLM call, because the RAG system we are going to create over the Indian economy data. So if there is a India inside the, because I'm asking anything about the Indian economy, then I will simply take a RAG call. Otherwise, I will simply go with the LLM only. Okay, this particular route. Now, guys, let me create two more functions over here. So if you will look into the architecture, apart from this agent, we have two more functions. One is LLM and the second is the RAG. Okay. So let me create a function 2 and function 3. So function 2 basically it is representing to the RAG over here, this one. Okay. So if there is India in my sentence, then it will come to over here. If there is not, if there is not India, right? So what it will do, it will do the simple LLM call. So let me create the function 3 over here. Got it? So guys, this is the complete this is the complete function. Now what I have to do here, so here I have to create a workflow, guys, and now be careful with the workflow, because this is very much important and this will give you like a lots of understanding with respect to this LangGraph. So guys, here what I'm doing, see, here basically I'm going to create an object of the state graph. State graph basically what it does, it takes one argument, okay, and here we are passing this agent state, and this agent state is nothing, it's a class. Okay, it's a class. Basically the class type is a type dict. Type dict means what? So inside the type dict, what we can do, we can create a key and value pair. Understood? So here what I did, I created a key. The key name is message, and here the value of the message is going to be sequence of the messages. Okay, so this particular agent state I'm going to pass to where, to this state graph. Again I will explain you this thing, don't worry. Then here what I'm doing, I'm going to create a node. This is my first node, which is a agent, means the input will come over here. Then here is my second node, okay, which is a RAG. Then there is a third node, which is a LLM. Okay, now between the RAG, sorry, between this agent and this node, what I will do, I will be creating a conditional edges. Okay, so here I'm going to set the entry point, which is the entry point is this agent, and then I'm going to create a conditional edges. So here I'm going to write add conditional edge, and I'm going to create a edges between what, between this agent, okay, between this agent and this RAG or this LLM. So here I am going to create a edge between this agent and this router. So router is having this either this RAG or this LLM. Here I already created this router, this one. Once you will understand it by yourself, the thing will be much clear to all of you. But yeah, please listen to me carefully. Again, I will give you the revision. Okay. Then here is a router. Now guys, what I will do, I will be like connecting the edge. So RAG with AND, or this LLM with AND. AND means what? Output. Okay. And start means what? Start means the input. Now let me compile this thing and let me show you the, just a second. Let me execute this function 3, this one. Or let me check with this function 1 as well. Okay, this is fine. 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 Yeah. Okay, great. Now let me show you this thing. Okay. So here guys, I am going to display the graph. So this is the graph guys. Now let's understand this particular graph. So first I am calling the agent. Now agent is taking a decision based on the conditional edge using this route method. So whether I have to take this way or this way. Okay. And based on this one, basically it is giving me output. So let's say if it is coming over here, it's coming over here. So it will give me output. Let's say if it is coming over here, it's going here. So this, it will give me output. I think the thing is clear to all of you now. Let's start with the calling. Okay. So here I'm going to ask the question. The question is going to be very, very simple. The question is, tell me about the India industrial growth. Okay. So here inside this particular message, you can see we have a India. So now I will invoke the app, and this graph basically it will take a decision. Okay. So here I am calling this app dot invoke, and here I am passing the input, and let's see what output I will be getting over here. So see, tell me about the Indian's growth. It's a message. Then it is taking a route. So it is calling a RAG. Okay. Why it is calling a RAG? Because inside my message there was a India. Okay. And here you can see we are getting a complete answer. Okay. So this is the complete parameter and all, and where I will get the answer, I will be getting the answer inside the output. So just a second. Yeah. So here is the complete output. So message India, and this is the complete answer. Now let me ask the different question. So here what I'm doing, I'm going to ask a different question. And this question is not related to the India directly. It is related to the Prime Minister. Okay. So here I'm asking, tell me the first Prime Minister of the India, and here I'm going to invoke my graph. Okay. So what I'm doing, just a second. Let me do one thing. Let me execute it. So here is the input message, and now I'm going to invoke the application. So here, tell me about the first Indian Prime Minister. Okay, so it is calling a RAG because here inside the like message we have a India. Okay. Now what I'm doing, so instead of this message, what I'm doing, I'm going to change the message. So let's say I'm going to talk about the something else. Okay, let's say anything. Uh, who built the Taj Mahal? Simple question. Who built the Taj Mahal? Okay. So very simple question I asked over here. Now here is what, here is my app invoked, and let's see whether it's going to invoke the LLM or this RAG. Okay. So see guys, who is built Taj Mahal? And now here Taj Mahal, the topic India, reasoning the Taj Mahal is famous. Okay, so here also this India is coming, and based on that, it is calling the RAG. Okay, great guys. So inside this particular query also the India is coming, and based on that, it is building a RAG. Okay, it's calling the RAG. Great guys. So my question is going to be personalized to India. Yeah, great. Let's ask any question which is not related to the India now. So just a second. Who is the president of US? Okay, so president. Now let's see whether it's going to be invoked the India or not. Based on the India, whether it's going to be invoked the RAG or LLM. Sorry, based on this particular question. So here, who is the president of USA? Okay, guys. So finally, it is calling the LLM. So it is saying topic is not related, means it is not related to the India. So the provide query is not related to the India. Here is a router. Here it is not related to the India, and then calling to the LLM and see the output. Let's see the output. Okay. So who is the president of USA? Not related, and this is George Biden. Not not related means the question is not related to the India. Okay, I just need to I just classify this thing na, between India and non-Indian question. So that's why I written this not related. That's it. Okay. Now guys, let's do one thing. Let's try to revise this particular solution, and then we'll go with the one more architecture. And there I have to explain you one more very important thing. That is what? uh, that's a bind tool. Okay guys, so let's take a revision of this particular code. So here, see, I hope this architecture is clear. I explained you too many times. Then here, this RAG architecture is also clear. Okay, this retrieval creation and all. And then what is this? So here I am going to write a query and it is giving me a relevant output. This is just to like show you the this is just to show you that okay, this RAG and this retrieval is working fine. Okay, now further this output will be going to the LLM in our pipeline. Now I written couple of definition over here. So what is this type dict? So guys, type dict is nothing. It's a special type of type dict is a special type that allow you to define a dictionary inside of in Python, where each key has a specified type. It is useful when you want to enforce type check on the keys and values of the dictionary. Means what it is telling, using the type dicts you can define the dictionary. Means you can define the key and the value. A key will be something like any sort of a value. Okay, and there will be a message, sorry, there will be a value of it, key and value. So you have to define key and you have to define value. So guys, here whenever you are defining a key, you are defining some metadata with respect to that key, so you can validate later on using this like if you are defining using this type dict. Okay, annotation means what? Annotation is used to add metadata. I will show you that particular example. Just wait. Sequence based message, what it is doing? Sequence based message, basically it is telling to us, okay, we can add a like sequence of messages. Got it? Then base message is nothing, it's a message only. Whatever message we are writing in langchain, actually we annotate as a base message. Then operator dot add, basically why we are using it, so we can add multiple messages. We are saying in the sequence of messages we are going to add the multiple of messages. Okay, so this is going to be my complete notation, this one. So here I have this class, custom class. Here I am passing this type dict, so I can use this message as a key and this as a value. Value is going to be this one. Okay, this is not a real value, this is the metadata of the value. Okay, now annotation means what? It is representing to this metadata and it is saying that okay, we can add the sequence of message, and this operator dot add is for what? For adding the multiple message. Okay, sequence of message. Now guys, if we are putting it all together, so it is going to become the same thing which I explain you. Got it? Now you can understand this particular example over here. I kept this one, message colon base message is this one, base message is hello Alice, okay Alice, and then base message is hi Bob. Understood guys? So this is what? This is my core example. This is my real example. Okay, this one is my particular example. I hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now this is the metadata, this is the actual key, and here is what? Here is my custom class which I created. Okay, agent state. So I'm saying I can add on multiple messages over here. I hope this is clear now. So guys, this parent, basically what it is doing, so here using this parent we are going to load this base model and field. So field again is for what? For the metadata. Here I am going to define the field of this particular key, topic, and this reasoning. The topic, basically the topic which I will be extracting from the question, and reasoning, basically reasoning with respect to that topic. Let's say topic is India, so what could be the detail of India? Okay, so that will be come over here inside the reasoning, and the topic will be a single word, right? Now here I'm going to create a parser. So this parser, basically using this parser I'm fetching this particular, I'm fetching this particular prompt. Okay, this instruction, right? Now just read this particular instruction. So what they are saying over here, let me copy and paste and let me keep it inside the markdown. Just a second. So here I'm just going to copy and paste inside the markdown, so it will be clear. See what they are saying, the output should be formatted at JSON instance that confirms the JSON schema below. Okay, so they are saying whenever I'll be getting the output, okay, so it should be formatted like this one. Okay, into this topic and reasoning. You can read this particular instruction and you will get to know. So guys, where I am keeping this particular instruction? Over here inside my prompt template. So how my prompt template will look like? So my prompt template will look like something like this. Getting my point? So here, just look over here, look into this template. Let me keep it inside the markdown so that the thing will be more clear. See, here is what? Here's my prompt template. Okay, this one. Now see, this is my template till here. Here is my user query and this is my further instruction, right? So now let me show you what output I will be getting if I'm going to call this function 1. Okay, if I'm passing my message to this function one, see, I kept one message over here, this one message, and this is what tell me about India. Now if I'm going to call it, so what I will be getting, see, I'll be getting tell me about India. This is my question. Here message is India. So see, tell me about India industrial growth. So here is what topic is my India reasoning, basically that thing with respect to the India, the complete thing. Okay, whatever basically it's able to extract, and then here is my final message which I'm passing to the next function. I hope you are able to understand it. Now further thing, I think you already know, this is the router, this is the function 2. So if there is a India, okay, now tell me which function is going to be called. So if there is a India, so it will be calling the RAG. Okay, because here like this only I mapped. If it is in India, okay, if message is coming as a India, okay, over here the message is coming as a India, so I will be calling the rag call. If it is non India, not related, then I will be calling the LLM. Like this I'm going to create a condition, like this I'm going to create that conditional statement. I hope guys now the thing is getting clear. Just try to practice from your end, and yeah, I believe you can do it after explaining through by me. Okay, yeah, so now guys, let's try to understand one more thing. Okay, let's do one thing, guys. That particular part I will explain you inside the next video. Otherwise, video will be too long. There actually I have to explain you the concept of the tool, how you can add on the custom tool, and yeah. So that basically I'll be explaining the next video. Until thank you, bye bye, take care, guys, and keep watching the video. And if you like the video, if you like the content, hit the like button, and please subscribe the channel. Please support the channel because I'm doing a lots of work for you guys, for the community, and I'm passionate about this study. Sorry, I'm passionate about this teaching and all, and I'm passionate about to about this AI and all AI stuff. So like I generally create the different solution and all from my end. I crawl the entire internet for you guys. So yeah, if you think that okay, this this uh basically content is adding some value in your learning, in your life, okay, then please support the channel, please subscribe it, guys, because I seen many people are watching the video but they are not subscribing at all. Okay, the subscribe rate is very less, 40 to 50% only. Half of the people is not even subscribing the channel. Please don't do it don't do like this, guys, because it won't give you maybe like much benefit, but yeah, it is very much important for me. Okay, so please keep that thing in your mind, and please support the channel, please subscribe, please like the video, and please share it, guys. And if you have any suggestion or something, you can let me know. You can connect with me one to one, you can DM to me over the LinkedIn, you can mention the comment inside the comment section. Okay, so we'll meet you in the next video. Until, thank you, bye bye, take care.